Welcome back to the Auto Intuitive. On this video, we're going to do the stages of remote engine start, the 3 stages. I did another video, but maybe that's a little confusing because when you remote engine start the car, it goes to a first stage, which revs to about 1300 RPMs, and then a second stage, which goes to about 1000 RPM, and third stage, which goes to 750 RPM. Now, the second stage, it'll hold for a while, depending with if your interior temperature is caught up and if also the temperature of the engine and other things have caught up before it goes to the third stage. So when you remote engine start the car, the second stage is the longest, where it figures things out. But if you started it from the inside, the second stage is cut much short because it thinks you're trying to drive off, if that makes sense. You're trying to drive off right away. Third stage is still trying to, get everything acclimated for you while it's waiting for you. All right, here we go. First stage. This should be the loudest stage. All right. So there's the first stage. And here comes the second stage. Now, the second stage on this car came up pretty quick because I drove this car about an hour and a half ago, about 2 hours ago. So right now we should be at about 1000 RPMs. This is the stage where it can be a little bit louder. I got a wire there. It could be a little bit louder or a little bit quieter, depending with the temperature that it's trying to get to, what it's trying to achieve in that stage. Let me see if I can move my seat back here a little bit. So you can't see here, but let me go ahead and turn the car on and move the steering wheel. Oh, don't want to get a copyright there. So you can see up here that we're at 1000 RPMs and the engine's already warmed up. You can see it right there on the right. The needle's completely in the middle of this gauge here. My other favorite way to see that everything's warmed up is I'll go here and I'll pull up my sport display, and here's my temp at this time. So the temp right here is at it's like right above 165-ish, but sometimes it's at 210, and 210 is usually where it's at, even though this is not giving you the actual number. So we're still not warmed up. You could drive off though. That's what I'm trying to say, is that you don't have to wait for the third stage if you drove the car about an hour and a half ago, because the car is already warmed up initially from your first drive. So you could drive off at this stage as long as you come in here and you look right there and you make sure it's not on cold, the white gauge, then you're all set to go. There we go. We went to third stage. So now we're at 750 RPMs and now you're for sure ready to go. I would always do third stage when you start the car when it's cold. And I don't think I went over this, but there's a needle right here on the temperature gauge. You see the little thin black line at the bottom? So that little thin black line is where the car says, okay, we're semi-warmed up, you can drive off. Even your auto stop start will work after that point, after that engine's, that's one of its checklist marks that it needs before the engine turns off when you come to a stoplight. It has to warm up to that little thin line there. Okay, so I hope we learned something on this one. Auto Intuitive. Thank you for watching.